Welcome in my first YouTube live video. Today it's such a beautiful weather. I needed to show you my garden. Um, I'm working on an experiment about, how do you say it? Putting apples in small bags. It will help take away um, the birds. They're going to eat it. Yesterday, I received something very strange from YouTube that I could, what could I do? That I could make money. I can make money with my YouTube account, and you can be a part of it. You can support me for doing this project, doing this thing. I was like, I never heard of it, and I keep forgetting what's the name. Oh my God, I am not so smart in this kind of things. I always compare myself as Latonya Jackson. I'm saying that Michael Jackson is my father. And if I have to compare myself with one person, the way that I think, the way that I act, I am like Latonya Jackson. And so I'm not so, she's very smart, she's very kind, but I'm not so smart in all these new names and all these kind of things I never heard of. So anyway, um, I really don't know the name. Oh, I was thinking, should I go upstairs, look at my computer, how it called? But I can explain it to you what it is. It is, if you want to leave an question, you can go and buy something. Um, it's like GoFundMe, something like that, but um, it's only that you are my super fan, and then you can write something, and then it will be on my video. It will be on my video in all kind of colors, and I will make money out of that. And for that money, I can say something. I think it's thank you or something like that. But anyway, it kept me awake. It kept me awake. I was thinking, am I gonna have super fans who really like me and who really going to buy small tickets and offer me to make money out of it? You know, I'm saying for years Michael Jackson is my father. So I have to tell you really honest, I don't have a lot of fans. And most people in the world think I'm totally crazy. And this is why I wrote my book, Truly Betrayal, Truly the Dark Side of the Land. I did not have enough time to promote my book because of COVID-19, of course, epidemic. Many people have died, many people are still suffering, and many people have lost their loved ones. So we are in a very difficult time. So in 2020, when I just finished all my book translated, ready to go, ready to scream to the world, hey, my name is Mocienne Petit Jackson, and I'm not crazy. And that guy, yes, the king of pop, the guy, he's a normal guy. He was just a horny teenager, and but he was a man when he was 17. When he had me, he was not regular boys. He was a man. He was a businessman. You know what he was doing. He's smart, intelligent, and a lot of women want him. And he then became father of a stranger. He became a father with someone that he really loved that he met when he was 8 years old. Diana Ross' sister, Barbara Jane Ross. You know, I don't want to go too much into details about the love life between my father and my mom because I really don't know. I found out that Barbara Jane Ross was my mom in 2007. So before that, I did not know. Before that, my father told me for years that she died. So I was very surprised, just like you were surprised. And I was more surprised than you were surprised because I never knew that Michael Jackson, my father, that told me he was just a police guy, was a huge superstar. So, so I thought after I became very famous in 2010 as the crazy woman who wanted to be Michael Jackson's daughter, I decided to write my book, Truly Betrayal and Truly the Dark Sutherland. Truly Betrayal is all about my kidnapping, um, that started in Haiti and how it started and finding out that my father is different than other fathers. And Thriller the Dark Side Netherlands is really going into details what happened to me after when I lost my Jackson family and the problem that I faced in my life with apartheid in the Netherlands, through my son, through the child protection when I was young myself. So I was really ready to tell my story. And so I worked very hard with an amazing team of translators. I translated my book. Let me take my fingers with me or I will forget it. So the language are so special to me that even sometimes I just forget it. Okay, let me tell you in which books I translated my autobiography, Thriller Betrayal, and Thriller The Dark Side of the Netherlands. One, Dutch, because I'm from the Netherlands. I'm a Dutch woman. I always say to the world, I am Dutch, Haitian, American, Afro woman, multicultural. Very proud with it. And then I did German. I mean, the second language for the most people here in the Netherlands is German. And then I grew up in English, so English is three. I learned to speak Spanish when I was living in Haiti, in the American Republic, and I learned to speak French, so French is five. I learned to speak Chinese when I was very, very young, and and that's very important language in my life. And I used to go to carnivals worldwide in Brasilia with my father. So Portuguese is seven, and I still have to do. I haven't done it yet. I still have to translate in Japanese. So anyway, these seven languages they are ready. Um, they are ready, and my books are there. You can order them at Amazon and Kobo and everywhere in the world where you want to. Anyway, so I was thinking, what am I going to do with the money that my fans will order tickets from? What am I going to do with it? And I was talking to friends about it. I said, "Oh my God, if they're going to sponsor me, what am I going to do with the money?" I couldn't think of anything else. So this morning I wake up. I said, maybe I can finally make my dream come true and make a greenhouse here. And then I was thinking, no, if I make a greenhouse in this corner of my garden, then I'm going to lose this rose wall. And I really like it. Okay, so a greenhouse have been really huge dream of mine for years because I can put all my Caribbean plants in it. I have mango, I have banana, I had a lot of citrus fruit because I love the Caribbean. So I was thinking maybe I have to put my greenhouse here in this corner. Ah, and then I decided to change my mind. I said, oh, I'm not going to do it all. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save all the money to escape. I want to escape to South Korea or Japan when the world find out that Michael Jackson is my father, or maybe in France, because in South Korea and in Japan, the media cannot write anything about you. You know, you have a high privacy life. So I was thinking, I'm going to save all my money to escape to freedom. So when the world find out for 100% Michael Jackson is my father and the media is going to attack me, I need to make sure I am somewhere in a country where there's a lot of flowers, nature, so I can do my yoga, so I can do my exercise, so I can do my healing. Because when the world really find out I'm the real deal, I mean, Paris, Prince, and Biggie, they are the real deal. I mean, they are my father's children. He adopted by law. He gave them inherited by law. These are his baby. Okay, and we love them all very much. Even I love them very much. I have find out that my father, Michael Jackson, never told them about me because they were too small, probably, before he was murdered. But anyway, they need to know I love them very much. But anyway, when the world find out that Michael Jackson is my father, what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to run away. And I want to be in a place where I can do a lot of yoga, self-meditation, so I don't have to read all the negativity. So what do I want? My fans to support me. I want my fans to support me and having enough money to do so. I was thinking, maybe that's very stupid. I have to say, um, maybe I have to say, um, I have to ask my fans to support me so that I can pay all my lawsuits. And I was thinking, no, that's not nice. That's not nice because I'm already doing this lawsuit. You see the snake was on my apple tree? I'm going to throw this away and the birds, they're going to eat it. They eat it. Birds love to eat snails. And I love to get rid of them because then they cannot touch my roses, my apples. It's a good deal. So I have been really, really thinking like, whoa, what is going to be? What is going to be? The lawsuit is already going that I was kidnapped by the Dutch government and the Belgian government. So in this coming area, I will be a lot in Brussels, in Belgium. I'm going to make beautiful videos of the city, how gorgeous it looked, to share it. Belgium is an extraordinary country, beautiful country, nice people, wonderful food, multicultural. So it's nice to share this. And then Hague, where my court will be. So one of really multicultural, beautiful place in the Netherlands. So I can show that, and I will share some of the details of my court with my followers because this case is very, very serious. And this lawsuit that I'm doing, going to court about my kidnapping, it's something that I couldn't do before because I needed to have a lot of proof that the government was guilty of kidnapping children illegally without knowing where the children come from, who the parents are. So in 2021, after years of battling the system, there came a report and the Dutch government, they confirmed that there were children in the country, they were illegally kidnapped. I'm one of them. And this is why I could go to case. I could go to court because of this case. I could go to court, and it's very emotional. And I'm just trying to survive in this moment, trying to survive in the worst case scenario in my life. But I'm a strong believer. You hear the play? I am a strong believer in positive thinking. I'm a strong believer in positive acting. And I believe really in all the gods in the world. I believe really in everything. I believe in Buddha. I believe in Allah. I believe in Jesus. I believe in religion. I believe everything. And to me, religion is all one. And universe, we are the universe. We are like the moon. We are like the stars. The world is full with things that we don't know, and life is full with surprises, and you never know where it goes. I believe in karma. I believe there's afterlife. I believe our souls are forever. I have no idea how the planet works, but I do believe that life gives you a story, and it's up to you what you are going to do with it. And my life is very complicated than most people. And one thing I have learned very fast in my lifetime is to allow people to have their own judgment, but in the same time remember that it's my life. It's my life, and I don't have to convince anyone about my life. So me being born as a secret daughter of Michael Jackson, I know it's very hard for a lot of people to believe because they don't understand. But one thing I do want to say, in this material world that we are living, if you have money, you can buy a lot of things. So Michael Jackson and the Jacksons have been paying a lot of money since the day I was conceived, since the day I was born, to hide me away. And that only is a huge crime. I went to court in 2011 to have a DNA testing with Katharine Jackson and Joe Jackson in probate, and she wasn't there in court, and only the lawyer was, and so I made it notice to her, Katharine Jackson, that I have a problem with her, and she is the problem in my life, and she know it. And I went to court to it, and I have already said to the court, listen, this woman, Katharine Jackson, she have given me a huge problem in my life since the day I was conceived, since the day I was born, and she's my grandma, and I believe she's now 93 years old, 93, I think she's 93, and I want her to live her life and have a peace, of quiet life, and that's what I want, because she comes from very far, and I feel that when Katharine Jackson is no longer part of this world, more secret of the Jacksons will be revealed. That's what I believe. Sorry, I get a bit emotional. Just give me 1 second to dry my eyes. Whew, emotional moment. But anyway, I want Katharine Jackson just to grow old, enjoying her time that she have in this world. And after, when she's no longer around, I will deal with my DNA testing with other family members, because Jackson family is huge, so enough DNA. So in any way, 2011, she didn't want to go to do a DNA testing and probate. What I could have done is go into civil court with Katharine Jackson and demanding a testing. But I decided not to do it because my father, Michael Jackson, was murdered in 2009, and this was also emotional time for the whole family. I think this will be just a little bit too much for us all. So I decided to wait, write my books, share my story. So when I do go to trial, so that people will understand what it's about, this case, and the trial will come. But it can also be that the Jackson family decided themselves to go and start talking what happened after, when Katharine Jackson is no longer around, or when she decided she's going to talk freely about. I don't know what they are going to do, but I can tell you one thing. I have claimed legally my inheritance right as the DNA daughter of Michael Jackson, and the court knows about it, and everyone is waiting patiently when I'm finished, what I'm what I'm waiting for, because my case is open forever. One of the most incredible lies media told the world, entertainment, I don't know why they did it. I can never understand that. Saying that I was kicked out of the court, my DNA test was rejected, and that the close was case. My case is not close, and my DNA test was rejected because in probate court there is no jurisdiction for a judge to allow DNA tested with a deceased that's already buried. So my mistake was I supposed to do the DNA testing with Michael Jackson when he wasn't buried, when he wasn't buried. And because he was already buried, I couldn't get my DNA testing in probate because in probate they don't allow you to do DNA testing with a deceased that's already buried. But anyway, that God worked in mysterious way. I don't know why it went that way, but it went that way, and I accepted that it went that way. But the case is not closed, and I'm very disappointed in the media, worldwide media, that they didn't tell the truth about that. But anyway, I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm just gonna take it very positively, and this year, this last 30 years, it have given me a chance to put my grief into place, that I can continuing with my life. And Michael Jackson's my dad. I miss him every day, and there's so much more to reveal about my relationship with him. But I'm 46 years old, so I think I will have some time to share it with the world. But I could tell you what, this man was a genius. He was an amazing, lovely, wonderful person. I couldn't even ask for a better dad. He educated me a lot. Spiritually, he's the strongest person in my world, in my life I have ever met. Even for all the things that he's been surviving through his life, he made my life really magic. He really made my life magical. You hear it play? Woo. The sun is so beautiful today. Unbelievable. Anyway, there is so much more that I want to share with you about my dad. But I think the good way to start with is reading my book, Thriller Betrayal. And Thriller Betrayal, I'm really talking in me as a young child, um, living the father and daughter life with my dad. And I didn't, I know he was the king of pop. I didn't know he was the artist, the huge artist. I didn't know. And for me, it was just amazing dad with a beautiful voice, playing guitar wonderfully. And I'm happy that in a way he raised me that way. I didn't have to know that he was a star. And yeah, really happy, really happy. After 13 years, now that he died, I'm really counting my blessings. I'm counting so much my blessings about how wonderful he was and the thing that he did. Really nice. But I have started a new journey, and that is to see him in a way that his fans, his Michael Jackson fans, look at him. And that's crazy. And it's hard for me to bear. It's hard, but it's a journey. It's a journey. I'm a huge Shaka Khan fan, and I cannot even imagine being so uh, so like the Michael Jackson fans are with Chaka Khan. I just when yeah, I just screamed to Chaka Khan, I love you, love you, Chaka Khan, I love you. But Michael Jackson fans, they are really extreme, you know. Um, I'm finding photos of my father I have never seen before. So many photos there are, so many videos there are, that sometimes I feel he's still alive, even I know he's dead. He's no longer alive. He passed away. He's no longer here. But when you see all these videos that I never saw before and all these photos, I feel like he's still here. But I know he's not here because he's not calling me anymore. In the late in the evening, early in the morning, in the afternoon, just to let me know, I love you, Mocienne. So this is why I know he's not here, because if he was still alive today, he will do that. He will be with his children. He will be with Biggie. He will be with Paris. He will be with Prince. He will be with me. He will go to um, Germany to his friends. He will go to Canada fishing. He will be writing new music. He was planning to be stop quit with music, becoming a manager. He wanted to be a manager for artists. He wanted to write more songs. He really had a plan, you know. Uh, he wanted to do shows. He wanted to make movies. You know, he wanted to do a lot of writing, you know, story writing, maybe even writing a children's book. So this is it show was going to be the last show, and then he was going to be our dad with all secret products, you know, that he was a part of without the world knowing. He was going to escape the fish bowl that he called it, and he was going to live his life. He was going to live part time around UK, or other country. He wasn't going to stay full time in America. He was going to be a more homely dad. So after this is it, he will be mine. He will be mine, my dad. He will be only Prince's dad, parents' dad, Biggie's dad. You know, he was going to make a change. You know, this is it. The show will be his goodbye to his fans, and then he will be mine. He will be just my dad. And I know before he died, he was already so angry with the world that he didn't even want to share me with the world that he was my dad. We were going to keep it all secret. You know, I was going to continue my fight with my dad, and you know, we had issues, and this is it was his finally goodbye to his Michael Jackson artist, and then he died. No, he didn't die, and then he was murdered, and then um, and then I cried. Then I cried for 9 months. And then the lawyers were calling me, hey, you are the secret daughter of Michael Jackson. You need to get out. You need, but I can't, you can't. And then they just kicked me out of bed. They said, now you have to go. Before 9 months, you have to claim your inheritance right. And before the 9 months were finished, I went to court, and the Supreme Court of California was amazing to me. I want to say to you, if you are here in this state, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for preparing me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you, California, for loving me, taking such a good care for me in the worst time in my life. So the court was telling me that I had to do it, I had to do it, to do it. And then the day came that they will know I, Mocienne Petit Jackson, was the woman in the Netherlands claiming to be secret daughter of Michael Jackson. And what I am Michael Jackson daughter. And the rest is history. Then they start to bullying me online. And then after 4 years, people were pushing me. Why don't you write your autobiography? I don't want. And then I did it. And then I translated it in 7 languages. Still want to go, Japanese. And then COVID-19 came. And now I'm here on YouTube promoting my books and hoping that I will get some great fans that will stand up for me, um, defending my name, supporting me, and in this journey that I'm walking without my dad, there was Michael Jackson that loved his fans so much. Music was his world. His children was his world. And now I'm sharing this with the world. I'm doing my first ever real big, huge YouTube video. And I'm being open and I'm sharing my garden. And I'm emotional because it's going to be 13 years and life has changed so much. And I'm going to end this a video by saying that one thing I've learned from my dad, and I believe that he also educated his fan that you have to keep dreaming. Number one, you have to love yourself, and you have to have faith in what you want. And this is why my dad loved the word magic. So I want to end this video saying, because my father is Michael Jackson, I had a very magical life. And I want to say, hello world, hello, bye-bye. See you next time.